This is my second YouTube live. Hi, Karen. I did some setting changes to give us a landscape, and I'm curious what it looks like on your side. Hi, Margot. Sound and video good. Super cool. Can you see the comments as they come up? It is sideways. All right, well, let me change that then. Does this look better? I was trying to set it up so that it would do a landscape so you could see more. But I can't figure out how to do it. Okay. Ciao, ciao. Hey there. Lucretia biting me. All right, I have a couple questions for you guys. Excuse me. First question is, did you get a notification for this live? And if yes, when did you get it? Okay, wait a minute. Problem with picture being landscape is that the comments are still aligned vertically. That is correct. I don't really understand it. So when I hit it, my camera was tilted in the landscape position. Was everything kind of tilted? That you had to tilt your head to see it correctly? Notifications. You didn't get a notification. So you guys just knew to come over and say hello. I got to figure out how to let people know that the live is scheduled. And I can't see is this Doro? You did get a notification. Okay, cool. Well, thank you guys for teaching me how to use my app here. And also I changed it. I had to tilt head to see when. Okay. Okay. All right, that's helpful. Thank you. I can't remember your name or everything, but thank you. Got a notification. 30 minutes before. And when? Okay. 30 minutes before. Okay. I was kind of wondering if you got notified when I scheduled it, which I scheduled it, I believe, Wednesday. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. This is Mabel's little flashy lamb. If you guys remember lambing, this was the one everybody just sort of fell in love with. We still have to do naming, which we will be doing that. Gotta set that up. Lucretia, why are you all of a sudden my lovey? I'm jumping up and bumping my hand. Locola. Setting up breeding groups. Well, I just put a video out, Margot, since you asked. Thank you so much. All right, Margot, you asked if I'm setting up breeding groups. Community post. You can let everybody know ahead of time. All right, we'll do that. Thank you very much. Melina Akers. I think you've got a YouTube channel that does pretty well, so appreciate you sharing that with me. Thank you. Thanks, Karen. I appreciate it. There's my grouchy old Saren. Why is your head all wet? Were you outside? Okay, back to breeding groups. Sorry, Margot. Question was, are we setting up breeding groups? Yes, I just launched a video. I don't know for sure if it's out yet, but I mean, literally, I just uploaded it. About the constraints we're facing this year. So I'm going to do 3 videos. One about the constraints, one about the data, and then one about who we actually selected. And this is Juliet. She's back in here. Oh, but look at, they're together, English Garden and Juliet. Those are my 2 convalescent ewes. And now they kind of hang together. And I brought them in here Wednesday. Okay, thank you. Oh my gosh, you know these live feeds, it makes me realize how much stuff I gotta tell you. Hi, little birdie. Hi, little birdie baby. So I put English Garden and Juliet, who were in the convalescent pen all summer. They're now back in here with everybody, and they got roughed up a little bit, but it seems like things are settling down a little. I love it. I love it. I did set my camera to better resolution as well because I didn't really care for how things looked last week. Hi, Chow Chow. You're just so patient. Just stand here waiting for me. Oh, I just love you. I'm going to crouch down. Actually, I'm going to put my back against the wall here because when I crouch down, I tend to get attacked. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, my dear, dear, dears. Ouch. So Juliet, really, she's just really thin. She's just always been on the small, slight side. Anytime my arm jerks, I'm trying to keep it really still, but a lot of times the sheep will come over, like Mabel just banged my arm. I know somebody's jumped up on me. Are you eating? Are you eating my hat? Finding all the hay? She's just right up here. You're just a different. Oh, hello, hello, my little girl. You're just my little girl. And there's Fanny. Hang on, let me put it back. Hello, Fanny, my girl. This one, Fanny, she's an older girl. Fanny, back from my Jane Austen here. So she's one of my oldest ones. And just within the last 2 years decided, yeah, you do like me. You do like me. And your head's all wet. So today is terrible outside. The sheep don't mind it. Alice Paul, can I get this piece of something out of your mouth? But it's just raining and cold. Go figure, raining and cold in November. Huh? Isn't that the craziest thing? My little stool is back in there. I can't sit because it's getting to the point now where I almost lost a tooth the other day. I got banged in the face kind of hard. Elizabeth, oh my gosh, Margot. So she has moved on, which she'd been on my list for a little bit because her fleece yield was just not where I needed it to be. And she ended up being kind of on the bottom as far as fleece yields go. So the farm is about raising sheep for their wool. I've had to sell a couple of ewes that I really loved this year. Janet kind of carved out a little hole in my heart that'll never be filled. Hi, Chris. But Elizabeth is an amazing farm down near New York City, owned by, I don't know who, but the place, it was like going to a state park. It was just unbelievable how beautiful it was. And she's there with 5 other ewes from our farm. So she's with people, she's with sheep that she knows. They're going to breed her, so she's going to get to have more lambs. I don't know if I would have bred her again. So she's in a better place. If that group had still been here, this barn would be way too crowded. So Chris, just as an aside, so Chris is my spinning guild buddy. And we caught up last Saturday because there was a spinning guild meeting in Rochester, which is the city that's to the east of me. I've got Rochester 45 minutes east and Buffalo 45 minutes west. She keeps on looking at me, wondering who the heck I'm talking to. And anyway, so we were talking because early this week, Rich and I went to Gettysburg because it's the anniversary of the Gettysburg Address, which was given by Abraham Lincoln November 19th, 1863. So the battle was in July 1863, and he did the speech in November. And Rich is really into the Civil War and that kind of stuff, and Abraham Lincoln. Oh, Brian. So we're doing a video about the Gettysburg Address. And Rich and I are working on that. Just something that we like to do. So that's where we were. We were down there because we wanted to get some footage at the same time of year, because here in Western New York, it's in the East Coast, Northeast, it's very different, the seasons. So we really wanted to capture that. And so we spent 2 or 3 days. I saw that. I saw what you just did. Down in Gettysburg. But Chris, back to Chris, circling back. At my guild meeting, we were talking because she's got access to some publications that were printed in 1863 that might have interesting information about what people thought about the Gettysburg Address. And it was interesting because it was printed in all the newspapers, but many newspapers have different versions. Anyways, this is about sheep. And there's Adelina. So those of you that have been following my flock know that Addie was just a little skinny, sickly waif, and she has come back with her so nicely. But you got booger nose. You got a little booger nose. And her mouth, she must have banged her mouth or something because it's all twicky. But just so nice and fat. Oh, I'm so happy you didn't die. That would have been so sad. Yeah, and just, it's so awesome with Chris. Because anytime I tell her anything I'm doing, she's always like, oh, well, I can go get, like when I did the, excuse me as I clean her. I don't know why you got goopy goo all over your face. The suffrage movement, she did research for me on that. And AI, when I was doing the AI stuff, she found me a whole bunch of resources. Color genetics was another one that she helped me with. Oh, that's Juliet. So she's getting a little roughed up, just a little bit. And that was Mabel. Yes. Well, not only that, but you're just really good at it too. So yes, Adelina, you're doing so good. You're just doing so good. I don't like how your mouth is banged over. But that's okay. Julia, I'm not going to pet you because I know you don't like it, but there you are. Oh, you guys, just brutal. Just so mean. Mabel, why are you so mean to her? That was just rude. What did she ever do to you? Just rude. Gotta be nicer. It's cold. My hands are getting cold. So there's Locala on the right, the black ewe, and that's her daughter from the AI, artificial insemination. And this is one thing I really love, is how the mothers and daughters do tend to hang together. Another example, here's Mabel's daughter, and there's Mabel just hanging. This is Paulina, and she is the mother of the black and white ram lamb that we retained. Damp cold, that is for sure. I think that's Blackburn. I think it's the one with the really cool black art, the prominent black eyebrows. So how's everybody doing? Anybody got anything new or interesting to report? This is a pretty one. This is Adele, the brown. Not you, Susan. You're also beautiful. Susan's got the white nose, but Adele is just solid moirette. Yes, I am definitely talking about you, my gorgies. My gorgeous. I don't know what you want. What you want? Ah, you're grouchy. Why is everybody so grouchy? Okay, nice wool. You're not grouchy. You're just so sweet. They're just restless and want to get outside, right? Yes, if you're on here and you want to see a beautiful, very well recognized piece of work, Margot made a gorgeous shawl, lace shawl, from one of our ewes that she spun and knit. And she entered it in Black Sheep Gathering, I think, and got grand champion of the whole thing. Very proud. Game of Thrones series, reading Game of Thrones. Black Sheep Gathering, Oregon State Fair, and Oregon Flock and Fiber. Jeez. That's a lot of socializing, Margot. That's a lot of being out and about. This is Isolde. Not a friendly, but she's got a beautiful fleece. And Dina, also not a friendly. Are you tired? You sleeping? Busy summer. Well, this is the thing, yes, Chris, about the Game of Thrones, is that I'm kind of hesitant to read them because I know I'm going to want more. Sorry for the rapid pivot there. Oh dear, poor Juliet. You guys. Oh, killing me. Oh, isn't that heartbreaking? You're just out by yourself. You guys are mean. I like how you're standing, though. There's Adriana. Hi there, little matey. You're so cute. You got the big fluffy face, don't ya? You come see me? And how come Mimi's not coming to see me? That's weird. Hi there, lovey. Your face makes my hands warm. What's your deal? Are you just too grown up? It's kind of gross out there. You're one of the ones we got a name. Anybody with a white ear tag needs a name. So this one, she's out of, who were you out of? You're out of Brunhild. Oh, right there. There's your mommy. And this one, out of Carrie. You're a little orphan, aren't you? Your mommy's not here. Came off ya. My little birdie. My little birdie. And a couple, I got 3 white ewe lambs. And then Mabel's little girl. House of the Dragon. That's a good idea. Thank you, Marco. This year we were going to do birds, though. Remember, we decided that. When did we decide that? I can't remember. Oh, you didn't like that. You're not like my kitties. My kitties like their ears touched. Well, that's interesting. 1526 does not like her ears touched. Okay, I won't touch them. There's a couple white ewe lambs over there. So, she's obviously out of Ophavia. Or no, wait a minute. Ophavia didn't have lambs. Who had lambs? Oh, Lucia. So there's the mother right there. And her ram went along with Elizabeth. Okay, so there's Lucia's. So who's her mom? Tovia? Lucia, Tovia, and Lucretia all had white ewes. Remember how Lucretia was so annoying? Okay, do I think I'll be able to leave Juliet out with the flock? She's got to stay out with the flock. They'll just have to get used to her, and she'll just have to, I don't know. This is how it is. They're mean. I'm sitting here trying to remember my white ewe count. The one out of Lucretia. One out of Tovia. One out of Lucia. There's another one. Oh, Hermione had a white ewe, right? Right? Adele, I don't know what you want me to do. You want me to pay attention to you, but when I put my hands here, you get all, oh my gosh. And you've been fighting. I see that red spot up there. Not sure why that's necessary. So I did a great Game of Thrones, remember? I haven't watched The House of Dragon. Is it any good? I gotta tell you, I was a little bit ticked at HBO for the way they ended Game of Thrones. Kind of just dialed it in. I know, but there's. I'm just a little ticked at them right now. I'm just a little ticked at how you're being so mean. Could do Bridgerton. Nice long body on that, you. 1492. That's the one I've always liked out of Brienne. I think her name is Musetta. Every time I see her, I like her. I don't even know who it is. All right, I'll have to watch it then. You and I have pretty similar tastes. She's just standing here. Are you mean? I hope not. I kind of knew Mabel had a little mean streak, but I think Matilda's the sweet one, and Maddie, Mabel kind of got grouchy. So this first breeding video I just put out is about, I told you already, constraints. Then I'm going to do data, and then I'm going to actually do the groups. But one thing I talk about in this first video is one possible way I can set up breeding groups is wren, lark, dove, robin. I know, sparrow, finch, starling. There's just all sorts of them. Phoebe was one somebody had said that sticks in my mind. They rushed it, yes, and they swerved from where the books were going, so it will be interesting to. I know. Tolkien doesn't have that many female characters. Exactly. That's one of the key things. We need a lot of girls. Are you up on the stage? Are you up on the stage? Sleeping? Everybody's kind of just dozing. Are you dozing? There you are. That's okay. So maybe what I want to do is, if I'm going to do the naming event. Are you on potty? I want to do it when I have someone here to help me. So we'll see if Hannah can come out and do a naming session. My fingers are getting numb. So I think I'm going to head in. Hi, Fred. I know when they get on the stage, they're so cute. So somebody had suggested Bobolink, and then I could call him Bob for short. Yep, that's the black ramp. Can you hear the rain on the roof? That sound is rain. Paulina does not like me. I just had to change hands. So my one hand is just frozen. Just frozen. Hi, Salome. How you doing? Aw, so nice, Margot. Well, it's like I can't get them. I can't video them when they're all the way out there. And they don't ever come up to me either. They always pretend they don't know me. Here's Mirror Reed back there, speaking of Game of Thrones. The fawn one right in the center with the green tag. Let's see here if I can. Mirror Reed right there. I'll have to go back and look at the names on those. Buffy, Angel, and Charmed. That's cool. That's really good ideas for stuff to stream. Hi! Hiya, lovey. How are ya? Aw, thanks, Chris. I don't understand why you're so... Normally you like it when I do this. Are you smiling? But then, I don't know why they... So I'm thinking I might breed, I keep on losing my train of thought. And in my video, I talk about one possibility for breeding groups, because one of the constraints is I've got a lot of sheep that are related. But one thing I could do is go back to my older group, like O'Brien here, who are still young enough to have lambs. But I haven't been using over the past few years because we're just getting fresher and newer genetics that are really good. So I've been kind of focusing on that. But we could go back to like O'Brien. Let's see, not Fanny, because you're too old. You're too old and sweet. But she could. I'd have to look and see how old you are. Oh, you're such a good mama. Who else is out there that could do it? I'd like to breed Electra, the black one there, just because I really like her. There's Hero, the red ear tag. So she'd be a younger one that's probably out of Duncan, right? So it makes it tricky. There's Yuki. That's Duncan's mom. I know, I love you guys. This is our safe space. No nonsense. It's stuff that really matters. So who's that? I think that's Mrs. Hughes over there. I'm trying to find Baxter. She always hides. There she is. I get Baxter and Paulina confused. Baxter and Paulina are both black with red ear tags, but Baxter's smaller. And there she is right there. She's black. So who did I say? O'Brien, Baxter, Mrs. Hughes with your stupid mouse. I don't know what happened to you. Oh no, that's not Mrs. Hughes. That's Hermione. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, it's a rainy day. I guess you guys, Chicago got snow, right? That's what I heard. There's Tovia. Oh, I just love breeding with her. It's funny, most of the ewes that I love to breed with aren't my friendlies. Not sure what that's about. You know what it is, maybe, is I don't like to breed my friendlies because I'm afraid they're going to die. Because it's so hard on them to breed. And they won't die, but I always worry. I can't imagine breeding Mimi. Where the heck is Mrs. Hughes? Where is she? There she is. Were you outside? This is Chow Chow's mom, Mabel's mom, and Matilda's mom. Right, Mrs. Hughes? Love you. Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought you were a Chicago person. Someone's gonna jump on me. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I do. I know somebody's back here. Who is it? Boy, YouTube is really sensitive if I tilt the camera. Kind of interesting. Anyways, so she could get bred again, right? Beauty. Because those are ones that are I'm thinking it over in my head. It's possible they're somehow related. They could be grandparents to Duncan and Sebastian. I'm thinking about Duncan and Sebastian. I want to use them again. I was working on the video, and I've got this really good footage I took of the two boys, and they're just so good looking. It just seems a shame. Alice Paul, where is she? Where is my girl? She is still around. Excuse me. I just stepped on her foot. Uh-oh, we got more fighting here. Who's this? Not even my two new ones. Look, you guys are... These are AIUs, born at the same time. What? Stop it. Oh, I can't stand it when they do that. Didn't you just get a drink of water? I just watched that suffragette movie. The one with the girl that was in the boxing movie. I can't think of her name. I can't think of anyone's name anymore. Oh! Well, maybe you should stop fighting with everybody. What's the matter with you? This is another thing too, is they're starting to cycle, right? Not starting to. They are cycling right now. So you get a lot of, we get it, right? A lot of hormonal behavior. Now, where did she go? Does anybody see her? She's got an orange tag. Oh my gosh. Where are you? It's like, where's Waldo? How much time do I spend trying to find sheep during these live feeds? She's probably in this scrum up here. She's not outside, is she? That might be her. There she is. Oh, it's Ty. I'm starting to get afraid. This always happens too. Is she dead out there? Oh no, there's Juliet. You bitches. I knew that was going to happen. She's also, it's because she's little too. She's into it again. There's Alice, Paul. I didn't know where you were. I couldn't find you. Are you watching the fight? Ooh, that's cold. I'm going to shut this door. See how the rain gets all wet in here and damp? We don't need that. Ugh. It's right up against the stones. Sorry. I'll have to dig that out later. It's always got her in it, little Blackburn. All right. All right, I gotta spend some, there you are. Spend some time with you, and then I gotta go in because my hands start to shake because it's so cold. Oh, you don't want to know me right now? How about Electra? I'd like to breed her. She's gorgeous, beautiful, big black ewe. You want to warm my hand up for me with your big fuzzy face? All right, let's see. Anything happening with the building project? Yes, I have a meeting with the person that's going to be giving me my stamped drawing, not giving me, selling me, on Monday. And working on getting a line of credit if I need it. All right, well, Alice Paul doesn't want to know me right now. And just kind of waiting on the builder. I'm doing 100, I'm not doing any of the contracting myself, so I'm kind of at the mercy of him. As you can see, my fingers are white. And so that's where that is, just moving. And no, I don't have a new mill yet for the comb top. I'm continuing to just spin and knit my pin drafted roving I got from Bat and Kill. I'm not going to sell that as roving. It's just got too much VM in it, and that's my fault. Look at how they're facing away. So yeah, Karen, Bat and Kill is the name of the mill that I got my comb top from, and there's very few places that do comb top. I think there's one additional one that I need to research. I just always liked working with Zeilingers, but they shut down. So Zeilinger sold their equipment. No, they brought their equipment to a new mill, which is where John Zeilinger, one of the sons, works now, and they are processing my comb top for me. The order that I submitted to Zeilingers. So it's just a question of waiting when that comes. They said it was a combination of health issues. I don't know. It's a family business, so. Sorry, it jumped on me. Somebody's chewing the wood outside, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. It's not guaranteed that that mill is going to continue with it. So I'm going to have to research mother-daughter right there. I'm going to have to research the other mill that does comb top and maybe work with them. Because I just don't feel like our fiber works good to be made into roving. For two reasons. Number one is it gets really pilly because it's so fine and crimpy on those bigger carders with the higher density cloth. Or lower density cloth, sorry, they get kind of pilly. And the second thing is, I don't send in pristine, clean wool. The under the coat wool goes to hand spinners. You need a new coat. This one right here. And so the combing process kind of cleans is that wood? Cleans out all the bits and pieces really nicely. Well, we got perfect weather for reading and crafting here, so you'll never catch me complaining about the weather. It's always a nice day for something. But it's not a real nice day for being out here because it's so cold. My hands are so cold. She's so active. I can't keep up with you, Christmas baby poo-poo. I love being out here. I miss doing this. So what do we got this week? Weekend is the weekend before Thanksgiving. I do need some fingerless gloves. I actually have a pair. Don't send me gloves. I have some. And I'm also making a bunch of mittens with that pin drafted roving that I'm spinning for myself to make into stuff. So yeah, I guess it's planning for those of us in the States anyways, planning for the holiday coming up. I'm having family at our house. Remember COVID? We couldn't do anything, and now we can. Love it. Appreciate it a lot more. Right, Ty? And Mira. You are beauty. I actually started Baby Watch already. Oof. I'll show you. So my sister that has been helping me in the office has graciously agreed to take over taking care of the animals when the baby comes, because Andrew and Rich and I are going to head up there to Saratoga, which is a 4-hour drive. So I've got some hay set here, although I pulled from it this morning because of the rain. So I have to build this back up. So the second we get the call, I'm heading up there because I want to be there when my grandson, we do know it's a boy, and they think they're going to name him Wyatt. So I refer to him as Wyatt, if you hear me saying that. And Rachel Will's partner, the mother, she had her checkup yesterday. I don't normally bother them. I let them kind of, I don't know, we don't do a lot of checking in, but I've been sort of pestering her a little bit just to see if they've got any dilated. And so she said she's been having contractions, but she's due December 3rd. So it's less than 2 weeks. So we're in the window. Look at those back legs. It's Brunhild. You're perfect. And you're just standing there. Not even trying. Oh, there's Baxter's face. You always try to hide. You're always hiding. I see you. I see you. I can't help it, Karen. I can't help. I just have to know. And I'm nesting. Does that make any sense at all? I've started organizing and cleaning. And I don't clean. I don't dedicate time to that, but I've just started. I'm so excited. I'm excited. I'm excited for Will, my son. He's going to be a great dad. I'm really happy. That's my other white eland. Oh! What happened? What happened? Oh my gosh. 3 weeks late? I'll be going out of my mind. That's really interesting, though. Were they enormous? All right, folks, I think I'm going to head out. We'll say goodbye to... We say, you going to bring us out? You going to send us on out, Miss Chow Chow? Okay. All right. So, I do plan to do next Friday, and as I was suggested, I'll do that community. Ah! You don't have to eat my face. I'll do a community tab thing. So we know for sure. Because sometimes things prevent me from being able to do the live feed. All right, you are here. All right, get back to work, Chris. Thanks, Karen. Thanks for all your help. And have a great Thanksgiving, everybody. A great weekend. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming out. See you next week. I love you.